Hi, my scrappy friends. It's Michelle, the stamp burger, and I am here today to celebrate my friend Ginger at Ginger's Corner. She has hit 2,000 subscribers. Actually, she's at more than 2,000 already. She posts almost daily, and she is just uh I just love that she is part of our community. She has a motto that there is no wrong way to scrapbook, and I love that. So to celebrate, she would like us to make a layout using the color red because that is her favorite color. She wants us to use the word joy, which is one of my favorite words, and she wants us to use a scrap. So, oh, I forgot to grab my photo of my puppy, but let me show you what I have. So I have this brand new collection of photo play, and it's I don't know what it's called. Here we go. It's called the Nutcracker. Isn't it cute? And it's got dogs and some cats. So this is new. I haven't even cut into it. But, so what I want to do is I have this very old collection. Well, it's not very old. It's 5 years old, called Berry Christmas from Close to My Heart. And so I thought I would use this paper from the Nutcracker photo play. This side has little dog nutcrackers. It's so cute. I don't think there's any cats. I think they're all dogs. Okay, but I was going to use it for this side. And then, let's see. I have these really old felt pockets from Close to My Heart. And check out wherever the one is that I'm going to use. Where'd it go? Oh, and aren't these cute? I thought that would match really well. I have these old stickers from Leaving Prints. I was a consultant with Leaving Prints like a zillion years ago. And I thought I could spell out J-O-Y. They only have like mostly one of each letter. There's a couple of A's, couple of E's, couple of O's, couple of I's. But really, a couple of S's. There's not a whole lot you can spell with it, but there is joy. And here is the pocket I was looking for. Look at that. And it has like a really thick chipboard tag. And so I was kind of looking for those colors. So let's see. I also have a joy sticker. These are from Leaving Prints too. I mean, these are from like 2003 maybe. So here are different scraps. This is like probably from Hobby Lobby from years ago. It's just white, it's thin, but I thought it matched really well. And then I have this scrap and this and this, and these are all from the Berry, let's see, where do you go? Berry Christmas. And it has this blue in here. So this is a different color blue, so it might not work. Let's see. It does match that though. So we'll see. I did pull in 2 full sheets of Glacier because that's the color in here. But then I found, Close to My Heart used to sell consultants the 6x6 sample papers of each paper so that you'd know, y'all, I can lose something right in front of me. Here it is. So here are the 6x6. So that's back when they were doing the cut aparts as a 12x12. I really do like that bear. And then I think this green is too dark, but here's that blue that goes with the collection. And then here is a pattern paper, which is cute. So anyway, I am gonna stop and go get my photo so you know what I'm talking about. I'll be right back. So I have this photo of my dog. He has since passed away, but he's here, and under the tree there's two bears. And my mom made this tree skirt for me years ago, and it's a patchwork, like a quilt. So anyway, I did come across this layout, so I made and my star came loose, but I made layouts out of this collection for teaching a workshop, and I think this photo would look really cute here, maybe matted in white or matted in blue. And there's present here is this blue, and there's like tiny bits of blue in this floral paper, but it's got the bears and it says berry festive. I thought that was cute, but I still want to scrapbook this photo using the word joy, so I may scrapbook it twice. I might give one to my daughter because this was my daughter's dog before she went off to college. Okay, so I cut this tree out when I first got my new Cricut, I think 2 years ago. How long have I had my Cricut? Not too long. It's a Maker. It's not the Maker 3 or whatever, but okay, so this was a Paige Evans free cut file, like with Scrapbook and Cards magazine, and it was like one of the very first things I ever cut with my Cricut when I got it, and it just looked a little daunting to try to back, so I had never used it. So I was thinking, well, why don't I use it as a stencil, and I can use some sponge daubers and sponge underneath the colors, right? Well, then I was like, well, if I do that, then it will get the color on the cardstock, so why don't I find it and print it again? Well, down a rabbit hole. I don't see it in my projects. I had to go find it. I went to her Facebook group. Then I found that it was at the Scrapbook and Cards Today website. So I found it and I just recut it. Here's the problem. Are you ready? Somehow I cut this just a little smaller than what it came as. And I don't want to go and cut it again. I don't want to try to figure out what size this is, and I don't want to cut it again. It took a long time to cut this because it's pretty detailed. I don't know if you can see that. So this is what I'm thinking. This will still not get used today, but this, I will pull the outline out, right? And I do have that bad star there, but we'll see if I can figure it out. And then I think I'm going to then leave these stars on the mat and then color them in with different colors that are in the kit, like red and green, blue. And then maybe make this and actually the outline a darker green, except for the star and the, what do you call that? Not a stem, it's not a flower, the trunk, hello. Okay, so, and then where am I going with this? So I'm not using a sketch, this is all in my head, which is kind of scary. Then what I was thinking was cutting pattern paper into 1-inch squares and making a kind of tree skirt underneath this tree to as a nod to this tree skirt. What do you think? Am I crazy? That is what I'm thinking. Now, I also have this old set of Picture My Life cards. And this green isn't quite right, but I do like this pattern. I think it might work. I don't know about the others, but, and then I also have this stamp set from Vicki Boutin. It has the word joy. And then I have these brads that I haven't even touched, and there's some blue in here. And red, of course red. But I am thinking that is where I'm going to start. So I'm going to start with the tree. I really do hate that this little star is messed up, but I think we'll figure it out. It'll be okay. Even if I have to. Anyway, so that is my plan. And I will come back with my completed layout. There's no way I'm going to make you watch me trying to figure this layout out, but I'll come back with my completed layout. And back to Ginger, she is giving away a giveaway. I don't really know all the details right now, but I know that it's open to the US and also international. I think international would be like a gift card. So when I come back, I will give you more details. All right, thank you for hanging with me. Okay, I'm back. This is completely not how I ended the last section of the video, is it? The last section, I was going to use the cut file of the tree. Here it is. So I wasn't going to use this. I was going to use this. I pulled it up. I started coloring the stars, right? And then I was going to put them back in the tree. Well, then I realized it's really too big for 12 by 12, especially to do the little quilt at the bottom. And I didn't want to cut it out again. And I also felt if I cut it out smaller, then it would just have smaller and smaller pieces, right? So I basically abandoned the idea of using a cut file and went with plan B, which was to cut out little 1 by 1 square pieces of scraps, and then I machine stitched them. So it ends up being like a 3 by 12 border. And then I cut out 2, this is to kind of mimic, there's a white eyelet lace around the quilt, the tree skirt. It's white, but the white wasn't going to show up on the white, so I put the red underneath. I ended up not using any of this 12 by 12 of the Glacier, so this will go back in my blue paper. I did cut off a whole 1-inch strip, 1 by 12 inch strip off of this photo play paper, so that's really all I used of new pattern paper was 1 inch by 12 inch, and this is from the Nutcracker. I think I called it Nutcracker in the earlier video, and I used both sides because I decided to go with this blue over that Glacier blue. So there's that. And then let's see, I pulled out, they're not colored drawers, but they are, I keep my colors in these photo holders, and I had a whole bunch of more of this Glacier teal color, and I found this frame and it inspired me right here, but I ended up using this brighter blue. So I did pull out my rectangular dies, and I used this big one, and then I have this left from the inside. And I just wanted to show you. I also have square ones. They would do well too. And then I have these new postage stamp ones. So I think those are great ideas to use. So this was a Picture of My Life card. And then this red was from the 6x6 sample, I believe. And let's see. I was really proud of myself because I backed this green. This green is so old. I think it's from Close to My Heart because it matches this old color called Clover Meadow. And this is how I store all of my scraps in front of the full 12 by 12 sheets of paper. So I have Clover Meadow, and then I have Retired, and then I use Candy Apple, and it has a lighter and a darker side in case you're wondering. So I had that. So I pulled out my green, and I looked through it, and I don't think I used anything, but I thought about using this rubber embellishment called Believe, but because it matched, but I was going with the word joy, so I ended up not using it. Now I pulled out my red, and that's where I found this Christmas. This is actually a metal die. I mean, it's cut from a metal die, and I think it's 2 or 3 layers, and I already glued it together, and I just had it in here. I also have like the word love, and then these are some leftover from a star die I have, and then I've just gone through and cut some of these when I have like scrap paper. Here's a happy, here's a circle. These I stamped, I think, or was that a printout? I don't know. This was a stamp. Anyway, so it's just different things, and so I pulled a few out. Thought about some of these. I have Janet RTS had shown us at one time how to make our own chipboard, so I had these hearts I thought about using. Oops, that fell. Okay, anyway, I ended up using this stamp, Joy. This is from a new Vicki Boutin Christmas collection, so I use it here. And then I stamped the Joy of Christmas. I stamped the and of with this tiny alphabet, prairie alphabet. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I will look. And then from here, I pulled a few of the brads, and I do have a question. So this Mary, I had thought about putting it here in the middle of the O. A smaller one won't work because this O is not circular in the center. So a smaller one doesn't cover up the whole inside. So I thought about putting it there. What are your thoughts? Yay or nay? Can't decide. But I used, and this word joy here was from this really old sticker sheet. It's the first sticker I've actually pulled off of here, sadly. I really need to work on using this up because this is probably from 2004. I pulled this out of my enamel dot storage. I have these red enamel hearts from Close to My Heart. So I scattered them around. And then I pulled out, I think these are Capri stars. And then because this flannel pocket had these little rhinestones, and I added them around. So just tried to make sure there was all the colors and all of the embellishment corners. I ended up not using this, kind of because I forgot about it. I could have used it, but I saw that stamp that said joy. So basically I have joy and all three clusters. This had an ugly color twine, and so I replaced it with red baker's twine. and I will need to write on there. Anyway, that's it. Pretty simple, really. But yeah, this took a little bit, but it wasn't too hard. And by the way, I had not even pulled my sewing machine out since 2020 when I was trying to make masks, and I got really mad, and I just put it up, and I was afraid that the tension was messed up because it was not sewing right. It sewed like a dream on paper. So I think that means that I am just not meant to sew with cloth. I need to sew on my layouts, which was the whole reason that I asked for that sewing machine years ago, and my mom gave it to me for Christmas. It was one that Allie Edwards had recommended because she has one just like it. It's just like a cheap brother, like $100 sewing machine, and it didn't do anything fancy, but really, I don't need anything fancy. So, in honor of Ginger, I used scraps. I used one new piece of paper, but I only used a 1" by 12" piece. This is scrap. This is old. This is very old. I actually cut the photo down a 1/4 inch on each side and used one of these photo placeholders from Close to My Heart. This was from a scrap. This was older than dirt. These are all scraps. I had everything in my stash. I didn't buy anything for this. So, please help me congratulate Ginger on this big milestone of 2,000 subbies. She actually already has more than 2,000. She has quite a following. We all love her, and she is not one that makes you feel bad about the way that you choose to scrapbook. She always says that there is no right or wrong way, and I love that reminder in all of her videos. She's got a giveaway going on, so you need to go check out her channel, and there's, I think, about 20 of us celebrating with her, so I will include a link down below, and there's actually a playlist that you can click on where you don't have to go video to video. If you just play the playlist, it will play all the videos. If you have any questions, how I put this together, or anything else, just leave me a comment down below and I will get back with you. I will leave my Close to My Heart link because I did use a lot of Close to My Heart products in here, and I love using them because they coordinate with all my other products that aren't Close to My Heart too. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.